Viewer discretion is advised for this video. Some of these images may be offensive or disturbing. We, the makers of this video, in no way support or condone the actions of the subjects featured. This video is meant for educational purposes only. From 1945 to 1991, the world lived in fear of total annihilation through nuclear war. This stretched from one war-torn nation to another. But there were some places where people could safely hide. These secret bunkers were constructed all over the world during the Cold War era to protect the elites and preserve human knowledge in the event of an apocalypse. Today we will explore the underground bunkers built to survive the end of time. Welcome back, everyone. It's me, your host. And today we are exploring the unknown. Viewer discretion is advised for this video. Some of these images may be offensive or disturbing. We, the makers of this video, in no way support or condone the actions of the subjects featured. This video is meant for educational purposes only. Let's jump right into it. Okay. Number 3. Cheyenne Mountain Complex. The Cheyenne Mountain Complex is located near Colorado Springs, Colorado. The construction of the complex began in 1961. It was originally called the NORAD Command Center and was designed to take the Air Force's command and control mission away from Washington, D.C. During the Cold War, Cheyenne Mountain was considered secure enough to withstand a direct hit from a nuclear weapon. One of the most secretive facilities in the U.S., very little is known about the Cheyenne Mountain Complex today. However, we do know that its purpose has expanded since the end of the Cold War. Cheyenne Mountain was originally established as a major part of the Air Defense Command, which was designed to intercept bombers and missiles launched by the Soviet Union. In the event of World War III, the bunker would have served as the primary site of operations. When it was first opened, the facility consisted of a large underground complex, supported by several smaller above-ground buildings. By the end of its construction in 1968, the mountain had been completely hollowed out. It was filled with state-of-the-art technology that was used to monitor the world for any signs of nuclear attack. As soon as the attack was detected, the military would have just 15 minutes to launch their own nuclear missiles in defense of America. With this in mind, the facility was staffed around the clock by highly trained personnel who never knew when they might be needed. They lived in dormitories on site and were able to relax in the on-site recreational facilities such as bowling alleys and a movie theater. Cheyenne Mountain also features a hospital, cafeteria, and classrooms. Even though the threat of nuclear war has subsided somewhat in recent years, Cheyenne Mountain is still an important part of the United States' defense system. It now serves as the headquarters of the North American Aerospace Defense Command and the United States Northern Command. Number 2. Survival. The movie. If you ever find yourself stuck in a dystopian future, what would you do? Well, if you happen to be in New York City, you might want to head to the subway tunnels. That's because one lucky person has turned them into his home. Meet Survival, a self-proclaimed homeless expert who has been living in the New York City subway tunnels for over 15 years. He's seen it all, and he's not afraid to share his experiences with anyone who will listen. Survival knows every inch of the subway system like the back of his hand. He can navigate the tunnels without getting lost, and he knows where to find food, water, and other supplies. He's also made friends with some of the city's homeless population, and they often share their resources with one another. Although he has been shunned by society, he's far from down and out. In fact, Survival is doing better than most people in New York City. He has a place to live, food to eat, and people who care about him. So if you ever find yourself in the Big Apple and you're feeling a little bit down, just head to the subway tunnels and talk to Survival. He'll be happy to help you out. After all, he's seen it all, and he knows that no matter what happens, you can always bounce back. Number 1. Project Nike. The origins of Project Nike can be traced back to the beginning of the Cold War. As tensions rose between the United States and the Soviet Union, it became clear that a nuclear exchange was a real possibility. If that were to happen, it's likely that most major cities would be destroyed. As a result, the U.S. government began to look for ways to protect its citizens. One of the projects that was considered was Project Nike, which would see the construction of massive underground bunkers that could be used to house up to 1 million people each. The bunkers would have been equipped with everything necessary for long-term survival, including food, water, and medical care. However, The project was eventually abandoned due to cost overruns and the fact that it was unlikely to have been successful. Still, it remains an intriguing possibility for the future. If tensions continue to rise with the Soviet Union, the United States may need to reconsider its options for protecting its citizens. Project Nike may be too expensive and logistically difficult to implement, but it's not impossible that something similar could be done in the future. The United States has always prided itself on being prepared for any eventuality, and that includes nuclear war. There are several underground bunkers scattered throughout the country that could be used as fallout shelters in the event of a nuclear attack. Additionally, the government has stockpiled enough food and supplies to sustain the American people for several weeks. Of course, this wouldn't be ideal, but it's better than nothing. Ultimately, the American people need to remember that they are resilient and they would be able to pull through a nuclear attack. Okay, before we go, let's go over some of our favorite comments from our last video. You guys are so awesome. Keep the comments coming. I love reading them. Let's jump into it. Hello there. Thank you for watching and supporting us. Please don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We would really appreciate it. Here are some other videos you might like. See you next time.